this is Sushma and welcome back to my channel. Are you considering between Toronto and Vancouver for your relocation options? Both of these cities are fantastic places to move into. After all, these two cities are the powerhouse cities of Canada. Moving into any of the cities will be exciting and will be a brand new start for you, especially if you're moving in for better opportunities. To give you an overview, Toronto is Canada's largest city. The city's 2020 population is now estimated at 6 million. Thanks to its multicultural population, there is a wide variety of food that can be easily found in the city, from Chinese to Italian to Greek and more. Toronto is also an international center for business and finance. Vancouver is Canada's third largest city. The 2020 population of this city is at 2.5 million. This city has the nickname of Vancouver because of its reputation for wet weather. With the Pacific Ocean in its front and majestic mountains at the back, this city has one of the most beautiful views no matter which angle you look at. There's also a lot of outdoor activities such as sailing, kayaking, skiing, snowboarding or hiking. Since there are so many things to know about these cities, we'll focus on career opportunities, cost of living, housing, diversity and weather. First point, career opportunities. Toronto is Canada's business and financial capital. The 5 big banks of Canada, which are known as the Big Five, have national offices in Toronto. Other well-known corporations in Toronto include Manulife, Sun Life Financials, Four Seasons Hotels and Google. Toronto is a busy and a fast-paced city. That is why the people living there tend to be diligent and business-minded. Because of its size as the largest city in the country, Toronto offers the most jobs and is a great place to come when looking for work, especially if you are in the financial sector. As of March 2020, Toronto has a higher average salary compared to Vancouver. In contrast, Vancouver has a variety of other industries such as trade, film, TV and tourism. It is common for people to make comparisons between Toronto and Vancouver. In general, Vancouver comes across as more laid back than Toronto. Secondly, cost of living. Cost of living by definition means the amount of money needed to sustain a certain standard of living by affording basic expenses such as housing, food, taxes and healthcare. Both Toronto and Vancouver are not cheap cities to live in. On average, Vancouver tends to be about the same or have a slightly lower cost of living than Toronto. For example, a grocery bill for a couple usually costs around $500 in both cities. Basic utilities cost around $134 in Toronto while $87 in Vancouver. Vancouver has the highest price of gas in Canada at approximately $1.50 per liter, while Toronto is not too far behind at $1.15. Third, housing. Housing prices are rising in Toronto while Vancouver prices continue to fall, but still Vancouver properties continues to remain more expensive on average. Vancouver has the most expensive housing market in Canada and was ranked world's second least affordable market in 2019 despite the city's efforts to reduce housing cost. In Vancouver, the average price of a home remains over $1 million as of January 2020, while in Toronto, the average selling price for April 2020 transaction was $821,000. In both Toronto and Vancouver, there is also a rising market for condominiums. There is especially a high demand for condominiums in Toronto, mostly because of the city's large population. As a result, there is a notable increase in its listing price for condo unit. But still, Toronto condominiums remain the more affordable option compared to Vancouver. Here are additional points you might find useful. Diversity. Toronto is often called the most diverse city in the world. No wonder this city is home to more than 250 nationalities. with over 140 languages spoken. Also, more than half of its residents were born outside of Canada. Vancouver is also diverse, but not as much as Toronto. Vancouver is known as the most Asian city outside of Asia due to its large Chinese-Japanese population. Weather. Toronto has a continental climate. You can expect long hard winters and hot summers. The good thing is that Toronto is located along Lake Ontario. The water in the lake makes sure that Toronto is warmer in winter and cooler in summer. In contrast, Vancouver has a mild climate. This city rarely sees snow as winter. Temperature averages around 4 degrees centigrade to 6 degrees centigrade, and summer temperatures average around 18 degrees centigrade to 20 degrees centigrade. Vancouver has all more outdoor activity than Toronto. So which city is better to move? The answer is it depends. It depends on your lifestyle, preference and skill set. Most important, you have to consider the cost. I hope you like this video. If you're looking to relocate to Toronto and need help with housing or other matters, I can help. My contact information is in the description below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.